Good day, everybody. Welcome back to the Marvel Contest of Champions news show. Paragon Crystals can be just nuts with luck, as this player does the unthinkable in 5 crystals. Cassie has been performing with a bug since release. We look at why Kabam are doing a further rebalance to the champion and what this means for players that have the champion in their rosters and ranked up. Did Kabam really say this about prioritising spenders in the recent ban wave? We're going to look into that. And Kabam do a very good thing for this player. Yes, hello everybody, welcome to Monday. It's the start of the week and we've got a brand new MCN, kind of rounding up a few stories over the last few days. Please make sure to hit the like button and subscribe with post notifications on all. Now, we kick off the show with this. As you know, recently arena bans were something that were important for players. It's going to be important as well to maybe how we see arena results, and we've got to do that at the end of the show. But as you know, Kabam said that they were going to be upgrading players' positions, and you should be at some point receiving certain champions. As players have said, has anyone received him yet? This is to be in response to the Adam Warlock arena, which was one of the ones that said is affected. I saw someone said they've got a Moon Dragon from the new rankings, and that's great if you got that one. Just trying to get an update on the correction of rewards, and Kabam Jack says that the Adam Warlock adjustment hasn't been sent out yet. This is as of June 9th, so it could be cases out now, or it's yet to come out. Oddly, Adam Warlock isn't late. We were just able to get Moondragon sooner than we initially planned. It's maybe because they had data on, you know, some ill-gotten gains in positions. Looks like the team is aiming for early next week, so this could mean that either today, tomorrow, or even Wednesday, you'll see your Adam Warlock, and I know a lot of people that just missed out on Adam Warlock, so they'll be very, very happy with what could be seen in the future with that one. Next up, we go, good job Kabam, well done, and this is just in response to the 7-star celebration event. So it was quite nice to see that somebody on June 8th received all of these lovely rewards, which was the selector for the tier 6 class catalyst, tier 5 class catalyst. No, it is tier 6 class catalyst. 1 7-star crystal, 1 5-star relic, 1 6-star relic, and 5 Paragon Crystals. And this was obviously very important because, look, players who invested into this event, I know some people got some things from it, others did not. But, you know, some people missed out. As Two Extremes said, thank you so much to MCOC. It sucked so much thinking I had lost out on these rewards, and that all my effort in trying to get these rewards were lost. But now I feel 10 times better knowing that you guys have our backs for players who suffered the same thing. So that honestly is good to see. As much as we kind of say, like, you know, Kabam, oh, Kabam, be bad, do bad things. There's actually times where they do some good things, and I think, you know, it's important to kind of like highlight when that's the case, and especially with this particular event. Which, look, you know, here's the thing. We found there were numerous instances where Alliance leadership behaviour negatively impacted individual summoners. So this was when players were getting kicked out of their alliances and they lost the opportunity for these rewards. And this was good. This is really, really good that Kabam were doing this, because there's some really annoying, I was going to say really, yeah, shitty leaders out there that will kick people right before the, you know, point of like rewards are given out, whether it's battlegrounds, whether it's alliance wars, seasons, whether or not it's situations like this, banquet event like that, they'll kick people out. And it's like, well, imagine if there's a rank attached to it. That's even worse. But still, players were able to kind of like, leaders were kicking people out of alliances, and it's they lost their opportunities of getting these things here, and that's so bad. As Kabam say as well, someone has been kicked from their alliances multiple times across numerous alliances results in lost rewards. We would like to provide those who have been greatly impacted by this with a gift by the rewards they were lost based on the points that they had previously provided to their initial alliance at the time of being kicked. We will continue to evaluate how to adjust these events in these optimize summoners experience in the future. It's only very rare cases that there's been some really bad leaders that just go, oh, I'm going to straight kick your ass. And, you know, that becomes, you know, a loss of these particular items here. So I'm so glad that Kabam did a good job here for this player, and hopefully they've done it for many others. Next up, but I just want to highlight this and just go like, oh my god, what is going on with the luck? This is crazy. As a lot of, you know, featured Paragons have come into the game, I'm not saying I'm not interested with it, but the problem is we go into this kind of like Monopoly type. It just feels like Monopoly with this game sometimes with stuff like if you don't have this, then you can't progress here. You have to pass go, collect $200, but you have to go back some steps, go to jail, go directly to jail, and then you've got to like reset again and try and rebuild everything. When it comes to like, you know, new storage has been released into the game. But, you know, if you get lucky with featured paragons, then hey, you get lucky with featured paragons. This is incredibly lucky. 5 crystals, 5 paragon crystals. That's 1,000 units. Is it 1,000 units or is it more than that? It might be more than that. I haven't really checked on the pricing. If it's 300 units per paragon crystal, feature paragon crystal, then you know, that's 1,500 units. But still, if it is 1,500 units, then imagine getting a Danny Moonstar 7-star, duping it, getting a 6-star version, and yeah, you get to pick up 2 5-stars. But like the least that you can pick up in paragon crystals are 4 stars. That's a W right there. That's a huge W. And now we move on to fake news. This is interesting. I always like when people create forum threads like this, especially when they like this is definitely fake, because I think it's done as a parody or a joke. Because at the end it says "battle on." I don't think they've ever used that term "battle on." But yeah, you can check a lot of stuff. Like the thing is, there are some suspect things with this one, because you go, okay, well this was posted on June 8th. And it was a 431st post. That is actually close to, well, the 431 post kind of like element there is actually pretty on point. I think actually this, if they posted it when they did, it might have been. But I think it would also share the same numbering sequence. So to give you an idea, to kind of like explain that a bit more, is that if you click on MCOC team, it will come up with, you know, that what they've posted, the avatar of like MCOC team, and it does say 433 posts, because the battle against cheaters was the 433rd. The follow-up on Cassie Lang was a 432, meaning that anything that was here, I want to say that one, Battleground Store Update June 22nd, was actually the 431st. So that already kind of like puts red flags right there as to going, okay, well if that one there was meant to be the 431st post, then it shares the same one as this one here, which is the same one as the Battlegrounds Store Update. In theory. I can't go back in time to double check that, but that's kind of like where you kind of like would go, okay, well, how do we know it's fake? If you can read this, if not, I'll read this out to you, some stuff that's kind of like comical. We'll use the Circle of Doom for this one. So, transparency and fairness are values we stand by, and in keeping with this, we wish to openly address a tough decision, as we have, after malicious review process, we have identified a small number of accounts which have been caught in our sweep that perhaps require a second look. And it just kind of like goes on from there. Goes on to say, now let's be clear, this is not a case of favoritism or bending the rules. It is a recognition that sometimes amidst an operation as extensive as this one, there might be room for re-evaluation. These are accounts that have contributed significantly to the life in the game and have a long-standing history within our community. So basically it's like saying like, okay, well, there might be spenders, MCOC YouTubers, all people that have been around for a long time. By the way, again, to reiterate, this is fake. Kabam Jack says this is fake, and of course it's fake. So if you're seeing this float around line groups or anything like that, it has been confirmed to be fake. And now we move on to probably the most important story of the last few days, and that is that Cassie Lang had been bugged since launch. Yes, and you're probably kind of raising the rock type eyebrow at this situation, going, you what? Yeah, so this was an update on Cassie Lang, like a follow-up on the situation of it. Hey everyone, we have an update that we'd like to share with you regarding Cassie Lang's balance review. We recently discovered a bug in her kit which unfortunately affected her performance. We understand timing of this discovery is frustrating. We'll list the bug below, followed with what we'd like to address. So the bug is Cassie's taunt is currently applying 90% attack reduction instead of the listed 40%. Wow. Okay, so that's helpful to you using that champion, and it's helpful to reduce down any kind of damage that might be 90%. Wow, okay. That could be very, very helpful. Did we all know about this? Maybe we did, maybe we didn't. When we were reviewing her performance data, we were happy with the ceiling of her damage mitigation ability. She's performing at the range. Now that we know this bug exists and has been live since her release, this means that players have been able to reach the ceiling of her attack reduction with 0 points in inequity, and in more situations than intended, taunt to achieve max attack reduction plays out more frequently than 1 taunt plus 6 power sting debuffs plus 3 points in equity, which was what was intended. Right. Since addressing this bug directly affects performance, we are adding Cassie Lang into the beta process alongside Ant-Man. This means that until their release in 41.1 September, Cassie's taunt will stay at the potency listed in the bug above. We saw players using her attack reduction ability creatively to answer tricky matchups in questing and Alliance War, which is something we want to preserve when addressing this bug, and will be something that we'll keep a close eye on as she goes through the beta. Here's the change that we're currently interested in. So basically, Cassie Lang is now going to be apply a 50% attack reduction. I don't know if this is going to be something that is going to massively affect players or not. It's a bit of a tough. I don't personally have any plans for Cassie Lang in my roster. I don't think I ever would or will do. I know that there are players out there that really like the champion, and that's fine. There's 250 champions in this game. There's going to be times that you go, well, you know, I like this one, but I don't like this one. I like that one, but I don't like that one. You know, it's going to happen. So, what will that mean to players is going to be very important. In Kabam say at 50% potency, the damage reduction should still feel strong and impactful on its own, while still allowing her power sting debuffs and the inequity mastery to boost it further. Our intention with this fix is for Cassie to remain as effective as she currently is in the matchups that she excels in. And I think that's going to be interesting, isn't it? Is this going to be like a situation like Mole Man, where Mole Man players basically, well, I don't say gave up on the champion, but since there was some changes happening to the champion, they maybe gave up on that as an opportunity for sorting out a situation. It may be a case they go, oh, you know, I'd go a different way. The same thing with Cassie Lang. Will players go, do you know what, I've been using her for this, I probably won't use her now for that. I might kind of then go, well, this other champion may speak better in the favour for that particular situation. And again, that's just down to personal preference. There's 250 champions in the game. Everyone's going to have likes and dislikes with who they use and don't use. But what are your thoughts on the situation? Put it in the comment section down below. It'd be interesting to know like where players are up with this kind of like thought process of Cassie Lang. Is this going to affect you? Is it not? Put it in the comment section down below. And we end the show on arena results and predictions, and that's the results for Feeling Sleepy, Orb of Agamotto, and the predictions for the round 2. Now, something I just need to point out is I did say when I did the predictions on Friday, and the cutoffs would likely go a lot lower, but I didn't know that until yesterday when the results came in because of the ban wave. The ban wave meant that a lot of top-end accounts that have been cheating their way to get champions, of course, would not be in that fight. And you can definitely see that with the Mantis results going. 25 mil got position 265. So as I said, the ban wave had not impacted this. It may then again change how I do predictions in the future, but of course there'll be a lot less now. But we'll see how long that lasts. Always seems to be the same thing. It lasts for X amount of time, then Kabam needs to do a ban wave. But yeah, 265 is the lowest. 40 position 50 mil, so yeah, 25 mil to get position 265 goes back to when this arena these arena changes and the 400 positions of getting the 6-star had come into the game. So we look forward to more of this. Doctor Strange, not much in the way of results, but at least some to go off of. 35 mil got position 250, and 26 mil got 125% of getting the 5-star. So you know, go and check out that. My predictions for round 2 are as follows. I'm downgrading my Doctor Strange prediction to 30 mil. As a 6-star, 5-star, go with 25 mil. 6-star Mantis will go with 25 mil as well. And 5-star Mantis will go with 12 mil. So good luck, and we'll have to see. We'll have to monitor these arena scores because, you know, they could go up and down. We just don't know. Will cheaters come back to get top rank? Maybe. We just don't know. We'll have to see when new champions are added in, like Danny Moonstar or Lady Deathstrike. In any case, that has been the show. Thank you very much for watching. Also, thanks to those who support the channel as a YouTube member and as a Patreon who are on screen right now. Also, those who support on twitch.tv/RichTheMan live. I will try and live stream this week. I do plan to live stream every single day this week, but I've got a few interviews for jobs, so look out for that. Fingers crossed for me. In any case, check out some other content located on screen, and I'll see you all soon, whenever that will be. Probably another video today, and yeah, bye-bye.